Hello guys, welcome back to Spooktober. So do you guys remember that dangers of being a female in Korea video? Well, today I have kind of like a part 2 with more creepy CCTV footages and another creepy story that happened to me back in Korea. I just remembered while I was, making this video. And some more tips on how you should be keeping yourself safe anywhere around the world. Also, I have some unsolved TikTok paranormal videos, and these videos that I found are not like, it could be real, it could be not. No, these are real footages that are so creepy. You guys know that I work so hard on these videos to deliver these content for you guys, and whenever I have a supporter and a sponsor for these videos, I am so thankful. And I just want to say thank you to today's sponsor, HelloFresh. I've talked about HelloFresh before on my main channel, and I just want to say this is one of my favorite sponsors to do because it's so delicious. The instructions look super easy, so let's get Chef Grazy on. HelloFresh gets you pre-proportioned ingredients and chef-curated recipe delivered right to your door. All you have to do is cook and enjoy with your family. Not only is there less food waste with HelloFresh, but the packaging HelloFresh uses to ship your food is almost entirely made from recyclable and or already recycled content. And the carbon footprint is 25% lower than store-bought grocery-made meals. They also have low calories, vegetarian, family-friendly recipes. So there's something for everyone. Everything that comes with it is so fresh. The vegetables are fresh, the food is fresh, the meat is fresh. This looks so good. I'm so hungry right now, and I don't know why. I'm just in a really good mood today. I'm not even over exaggerating. I loved this so much that I actually ordered with my own money for my brother and for my 2 friends. Especially my brother works and he lives with a roommate, so I just thought this would be like perfect for him, and he loved it as well. Remember to use my code GRAZYTV80 and my link so you could get $80 off across 5 boxes. Additional restrictions apply. Visit HelloFresh.com for more details. Thank you so much to HelloFresh, and you guys have to try this and share me what you guys made on my social media. So the first video that we have is so creepy. It's a man who was caught looking into a basement of someone's house. It seemed like he wanted to intrude, and it seems like there's no curtains here, so I think he was able to look inside and stuff. At one point, he even looks at the CCTV camera, and what he's doing here is he's actually waiting for the lights to turn off so he can somehow do something. Now, this case was really lucky because the CCTV footage, it's a 24-hour watch control center that, watches especially these kind of corners and things like that. The suspect was revealed to be a 28-year-old. He was arrested, and he was, I believe, being charged for trespassing and for illegal photos and videos. So you guys, if you guys live alone in Korea, remember to lock your doors and have your curtains down. A lot of single female Koreans say that they even leave like a man's shoes if they do live alone, because that really helps to kind of like distract any intrusions, to let them know that there is a male in this house and that you're safe. The next one is a really creepy. Apparently, they found a 1mm camera all over this motel. These millimeters of cameras were found in dryers, in plugs, internet boxes. It's like almost impossible to spot them with just the bare eyes. These cameras are also pretty good quality. As you guys can see, this is the quality of the camera, and this is like the exact frame, and they're shooting like literally the bed. These cameras are known to be found in even like clocks in the walls. So in this case, this was a live footage that was being broadcasted to illegal websites. There's thousands of users in this illegal websites, and also there are people who also pay for these for extra content, if you know what I mean. You have to be careful, especially if you're going to Airbnbs, motels, or hotels, or anywhere that is not your home. You do have to check, and there are some ways that you could check. So they say that they recommend you shutting off all the lights, getting a flashlight with your phone, and flashing any little holes and things like that where you think they might hide cameras. If there's like a red light flashing back, or if there's a white light kind of flashing back, that could be a camera lens. There's apparently also a lot of apps that you could download to kind of track cameras and things like that. It's crazy that we gotta do this, but so before I go into the next video, I want to share this really crazy story that happened to me when I was younger, and I didn't think it was weird until like now, until I hear all these stories. And you guys let me know if you think this is weird or if I'm crazy. I was in Korea. I was there for a vacation. I remember I had a rechargeable rechargeable subway card. So when you go inside the subway, you pay a little bit, and when you leave the subway, you beep, and then you pay like the extra 200, 300 won, which is like 20, 30 cents to let you leave. So I remember I didn't have enough money in the card to leave the station. So I was like, oh my god. And then there was this man. He was a middle-aged man, I remember, and he noticed that I didn't have enough money in my card. So this is basically what the rotating thing looks like when you have to leave the station. So I'm basically right where the rotation thing is, and he stands right behind me, pushes me with his body, and we leave the rotating thing together, like one body. So at that moment, I was so young, and I was like, it happened so fast. I was like, I actually thanked him. I was like, oh, thank you, because technically I didn't have to pay for it, like although it's like only 20 cents. And then years later, I look back and I was like, oh my god. I mean, my conclusion now as an adult, I do think that was a little bit perverted. I'm not gonna lie. And you know, there's so many CCTVs of this, like where people just stand right beside you in order to do whatever they want with you. Do you think this guy was like trying to really help me, or do you think he was just trying to, you know, I don't know. So anyway, let's go to the next creepy video. This is a man who pretends to be a female in order to scare off victims. So in this footage, there is a woman going inside her apartment elevator. She's waiting for the elevator and realizes that there's this weird looking person following her. This is not a transgender person. This is just a person that is wearing female clothes in order for a different purpose. Thank God she doesn't go inside the elevator, and this man is literally waiting. He waits there for a while, and he literally checks to see if the lady is there. When she doesn't come back, he decides to leave. I don't know if this person was arrested or not, but this was one of the creepiest footages ever on the Korean internet right now. There's another footage of a woman going to her house. She notices someone following her. She turns around and she notices that it's a man dressed as woman. Again, I don't think this is a transgender. Now, this lady was brave enough to look at him in the face and say, "What are you doing? This is my house. Where do you live?" The man said, "I'm actually a man. Do you think this suits me? I'm in the wrong alley. Oh, I'm doing nothing." And he just like said weird things, and she said, "Well, if you don't live here, go on your way." And he turns around and he starts walking. In another video, you see a man dressed as a man, and he goes into a public bathroom and he changes his clothes to female clothing. Now, he walks around for a while looking for a victim in order to steal from them, and he was later found out to be a burglar. He tried to rob a female, but apparently it did not work, so he ran away. He went into some other bathroom. He changed the clothes back to the man's clothing in order to basically kind of confuse the police. And the reason why they dress up as females is because they think that is less intimidating. If you're less intimidating, it is actually easier to rob people, burglary. I was thinking, like, what would I do in these situations if I had someone suspicious following me in an alleyway? Because some of these girls were actually really brave enough to speak out and say something to them. Would I confront someone? It would be scary, but sometimes it helps to be really loud, especially if you have other neighbors in the house. Again, be loud as you can so people hear you. Especially in city areas like Korea, when I would be in alleyways and things like that, what I would do is I would just like turn on my phone, and I would literally have a keypad, right? So I could dial 911, or like my friend or a boyfriend or like a brother, whoever it might be, so that I could dial right away in case something happens. Next creepy CCTV. Be careful if you ever go into surgery. So this video is gossiping in the surgery room, and also potentially dangerous things such as changing the doctors, especially in plastic surgery. So in this video, a lady wanted to get some plastic surgery, like fat removal and things like that. So she said she was worried about the surgery as she heard a lot of, you know, horror stories about plastic surgery and things like that. So she decided to record something in her private bag. After she heard the tape back, she noticed that something was suspicious, and she requested a CCTV footage of her surgery. In this video, you could see the nurses basically commenting very rude things, especially about her body, the image. Did she get Brazilian? No, I think she shaved it. I bet she doesn't even have a boyfriend. Of course not. She's really flat-chested. She has way too much expectation. She can never get a nice result, and they just start laughing. Then the doctors come in and they comment she doesn't have a boyfriend, so she starts letting her stressed out on these kind of stuff and she complains a lot. But the dangerous part was that when the doctors came in, the doctor wasn't the main doctor that was supposed to perform on the patient. One of the doctor was a doctor that did nose filler for this patient. The second doctor was a yet inexperienced doctor who didn't know what he was doing. The inexperienced doctor in the video asked, "Where's the fat? Where's the muscle?" In the middle of the surgery. The main doctor later, when everything's finished, comes in just to do the final check. This is crazy, you guys, because if I was under surgery and an inexperienced doctor came and did something that he doesn't even know where the muscle is, where the bone is. But anyway, the crazy conclusion of the story was that the lady actually sued the hospital, but the hospital sued her back, saying that she recorded the voice recording in order to threaten the hospital later, like she plotted this. And yes, later on she actually was charged for this. She actually paid a penalty for recording these things, which is crazy because, I mean, you should be able to record things in order to protect yourself. So next, let's go into some of these unsolved paranormal TikTok videos that I found, and these are real, you guys. These are from real people. These aren't made up. So here's this first video of something called a ghost dog. Do you see that? The dog literally disappeared. It's a white dog and they said that they've never seen this dog before. And it doesn't even look like a dog. It literally looks like a wild animal mixed in with a dog. The really creepy part about this video is there's another dog back here. Do you see that? It's another dog or some kind of species back there. So it's a black and a white dog. And people believe that this could be the legend of El Cadejo. In this legend, they said that there's a white dog that's supposed to protect you from the black dog. The white dog is supposed to protect you and alert you from any danger, and the black dog is supposed to try and harm you and take your soul or something like that. The fact that these two dogs just disappear out of sight, it is so creepy, and maybe this is right. Maybe there was something dangerous that was supposed to happen to this family and this white dog came and saved them. Next TikTok video is a woman who caught a lot of paranormal activity in their house, and one of the video was a child that seems to be astral projecting, or the child's spirit walking around. He's like see-through. You could see through the curtains and like the couch and everything. He has no legs here. What the hell? So a couple theories people thought of was, number one, the child is astral projecting, where your spirit body is able to walk around outside from your physical body. The second theory, people were saying that maybe it's a ghost that's imitating the child's physical body. Again, we talked a lot about this, where certain entities are able to mimic the physical bodies, and maybe it was a ghost pretending to be the child. There's also a video from the same lady capturing an orb or fairy orb. What is that? That definitely looks like an orb or some kind of like really high energy, and maybe like her house just has a lot of these stuck energies. The next one is super interesting. So it's a video footage of our sun, and there is some kind of a spaceship, spacecraft, some kind of big monster that is coming to pull up energy from the sun. It's like these big tentacles that are pulling, like, it's like a gas station. Like the sun is a gas station for them. It literally looks like stuff from out of the movie. I mean, could it be some kind of monster? Could it be some kind of alien spaceship? I mean, I don't know. Hope you guys enjoy these videos. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys have thought about these creepy footages, and what are your tips maybe that you could share with us to stay safe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and remember to check out HelloFresh. Bye!